start, yeah.
Okay, so if you have this slightly rounded, and you can just do that by doing this, round it on the bottom, because when you put it down, the sides come down faster than this.
Oh.
So sometimes you can get an air pocket in there, which you don't want. That'll throw everything off. So if you do it slightly up like that, and then you start, sort of position, your elbows are resting on your knees in position like this, just go like that. Couple of good whacks. Now you can, because it's off center, obviously. So you can turn the wheel and do this to help get it in the center initially. And this, and here, this is going to be a problem. So you want to make sure that that doesn't fold over.
Yep.
I ordinarily don't do this, but this is good to do in the beginning till you get the feel of it. Then you can go like that. And it's still off center, but not bad. I put it off in the wrong way. But anyway, it's really off. Let's get this. All the things you shouldn't do.
But everyone does it, so it's good to learn how.
I'm going to come in at the base with these fingers behind the sponge. And this is what's hitting on the wheel.
Yep.
So I'm going to slide across into that base to get it pushed in a little bit like that. All right. Then I'm going to, you can use your sponge. Come in, come up with this hand, this one against this one to get that back into center. Now the heel of the left hand is also pushing to get that base established. Forget what's happening here. Are you getting sound or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that'll come once you get it centered. You come up like that. And the other thing you can do, if you find that it's resisting you too much, put your elbow right into your thigh, right here, and push with your leg.
I'm reteaching you that.
All right. So once you sort of, it's really not, not centered. So
how do you fix the twist in that? Like I think there's a little twist
down
midway.
here. I'm going to do that next.
Okay.
So I'm going to push this away on the side, not flat. Don't go on the flat, because then what happens is it spreads, comes down, and overlaps the pocket of air. So you want to always come down at an angle, just from the center. All right, from the center, and come down like that. Okay, so that's the beginning. So I'm going to push this over towards 1 o'clock, this part, with the heel like that, right in here. And I'm not using fingers, I'm just going to push it over. And if I push it over, it comes down, and then gradually, very slowly, change direction. But only to the center, don't come over it yet. See, I'm only working from here to here. And now I'm going to come down at an angle, which is what you were not doing before, all right? Again, it's all in through here, right here, pushing against the clay. And then you come all the way down, and then you can gradually change as you get to the bottom, to the base of your hand here. No fingers. Now you're ready to really do the work. That was just more or less getting it set. So I'm going to come in at the base with this hand right here. Bring that clay up into the palm of my hand, not this way, but so that the clay is riding just up like that, and then as you change, as you get up closer to the top, you change the position of that left hand and start to push with the base of your thumb, as opposed to this part of your hand.
Okay. So you're just going like that underneath?
Yeah, it's underneath a little bit. You see, it's sort of coming up. I'm not doing because of this thing. It's jiggly, so I can't really do it with one hand. But up like that in the base. Now it's almost up there at the top. So now I change direction and change the pressure point to the base of my thumb slowly and carefully, and now push towards 1. And now that just to the center of the piece. And now I come down at an angle, because that's when you want that clay to come down and spread that way. Does that help?
Yep.
Down, and then you change as you get to the bottom, and this hand is riding on the back. You change, you ease the pressure at the base of the thumb, and then you can come in again down here. if you find this is still off, and this one still is, I wouldn't worry about it overly much, but because eventually you'll get that straight. But you can also go back to this, push that in again, and get that, because most of it's centered. And get that base in there so that you get a place now for your hand to bring it up again in the left hand. Bring that clay up. Bring that clay up. Push it over towards one. Down at an angle. The pressure's all on the other side of this part of my hand. And as I come down, I change the pressure point from there slowly so that I end up with the pressure point on this side.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yep.